One dark night, many years ago, a tragedy struck the land of the Mushroom Kingdom. A tragedy that nobody predicted. Everyone thought the world was safe after Mario saved Princess Peach from the evil clutches of Bowser. But all was not happy. A rainy night. All the guards were off duty. An airship came to Grassland.
She did what to your White King? Tell me again. What was that? A monster!
A monster broke into the castle, stole the king's magic wand, and turned him into a cobrat. And then fled without a word.
Dear Princess Peach, I have terrible news. Those evil Koopalings are spreading chaos all across the Mushroom Kingdom. Please help us. From Toad.
I got it, the princess. I can do it. Come on, Luigi.
Luigi, be careful. You're my favorite.
You got it, princess.
Bye-bye.
The time has finally come.
Hello everyone, LawFire00972 here, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Super Mario Advance 4, also known as Super Mario Bros. 3. We're going to start up the single-player campaign today. I'm so excited to play this game. So, let's get started. Oh, and as you may notice, right here we have an option to play one of two games. Either Super Mario Bros. 3, more or less the SNES All-Stars port, or we can play a remade version of the original Super Mario Bros. Arcade game, or just Mario Bros. Arcade game. We'll be doing that much later down the road. So for a start, let's just go ahead and start this one up. And then we get this neat little intro scene. Further proof that this game is all a stage show. We'll get more into that a little later. And right there, you notice we have a new power-up, which we'll get to in a little bit. So yeah, not really much to say from the start. Just your cheesy, lighthearted fun, and a little bit of an error. When Mario gets hit when he's fully powered up, he doesn't revert back to his normal size. But, again, we'll get to that later. So, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and delete one of these files so I can start a new game. Let's go ahead and erase this one. Let's get started. Now you can play as either Mario or Mario and Luigi, but I think I'll just play as Mario. And here we go. We have entered the world of Grassland. Oh boy, I can't wait to get started. So, let's do it. We go to the one here, that's the first level. Let's go indeed. Alright, so basic controls. You use the D-pad to move Mario around, you press A to jump, and B, holding down allows you to run. See that little P bar down on the bottom? That'll come into play a little later once we get our power-ups. Right there, a mushroom that allows us to go to Super Mario. All that does is grant us another hit of damage, and it'll allow us to get our fully powered up armor, which unfortunately I cannot show off because I just got hit by a Koopa. That's one of the standard enemies in Mario game. Ones we stopped earlier that looked like mushrooms, Goombas, right here. All you can do is really stomp on them. Right there is a Paragoomba. All those are just Goombas with wings. And right there, that enemy is a Piranha Plant. They come out of pipes and they're really vicious. You don't want to touch them. And unfortunately, we would have had a power-up here. We would have gotten a good air time and allowed us to get some 1-ups, which are extra lives. So unfortunately, I can't really show that off. I'm really having a lousy time at the start here, and I apologize for that. On Piranha Plants, I believe those are fire piranhas. And one cool thing about Piranha Plants, if you stand next to or on top of the pipe, they'll never come out. And I'm not about to complain about that. And these blocks right here are breakable. So let's break them. And right here, we have this new thing called a peace switch. That will allow the coins to be turned into blocks, and the blocks to be turned into coins. Now right here, that's the end of the level. What you want to do is get a running start and jump into the corner. That'll get you a card, or a panel. Collect 3 and you get some 1-ups. And now, we can't go back to the first level. A little bit of a shame, but oh well. If you collect 3 panels, you get 1-ups. But if you collect 3 in a row of one kind, you get more 1-ups. So let's go to the second level here. And now, more platforming. And here's the introduction to the Tanuki Leaf. This is a power-up I was trying to show off earlier, but I got hit doing so. With it, you can press the A button repeatedly to fly in the air. Yeah, I don't really get it either. It's something about Japanese mythology or something. And right here, if you press this peace switch, you can go up through these blocks, defeat that enemy with your tail by pressing B, go down the warp pipe, and here is a neat little way you can test your flying abilities. What you want to do is run back and forth, jumping to avoid the pipe, and letting go of the B button while you're flying. It won't affect anything. And you can press A repeatedly to fly in the air. It's just a neat little way to test your flying abilities that you may have taught yourself. So I think it's a neat little trick to try out. Now you can just collect these coins because they're not needed anymore. Move away from those enemies. And there's another Tanuki Leaf. And you press down on a hill like that, you'll slide. It's a great way to take out enemies. You're pretty much invincible. And right here, one of these will contain a very useful item. If I could reach it. Oh, there it is. A Starman, not the Earthbound enemy. This will allow you to be invincible until the time runs out. And if you look in one of the frames, you actually look like Wario. Just thought I'd point that out. Alright, we have 2 of those star panels. And we have time for a couple more levels, I think. So, you have a choice. You can either skip level 3 and level 4 and go right to this level, or you could just go through the levels as planned. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I like to be 100% with my games as much as I can. This level actually houses a couple really cool secrets, which I will be showing off, and crap, I just got hit by a boomerang bro. That's a new enemy. They throw a boomerang and they're really kind of hard to avoid. Now you want to do is take this Koopa shell, because you can hold things by holding the B button, and let it go right here. That'll cause a chain reaction to get those blocks removed. You want to jump right here to cause a red note block. Jump on it, and you're taken to Coin Heaven. At least I think that's what it's called. All it is a whole bunch of coins. I think it's a neat little Easter egg. Not Easter egg, a cute little secret. Oh, and you heard lucky right there? If you collect 100 coins, you get a 1-up. That's pretty much standard in video games. Collecting 100 of a certain thing grants you a 1-up. Now we go down this pipe. Now we have 2 options. And look out for that mother Paragoomba. They'll drop her babies on you. That's really kind of harsh, dropping your babies on an enemy. And if a baby Paragoomba drops on you, you get slowed down and you can't jump as high. Not really much to say. Now again, 2 options. You can either head to the left and have a secret here, or go to the right and finish the level. Now, I will be showing off both. So I guess for now, I'll just finish the level and get our 3rd panel. Getting 3 star panels gets us 5 lives. It's really easy getting lives in this game. And I'll be right back and I'll show you the secret exit for this level, and a cool little secret. Unfortunately, I'll have to change files for that, so yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. So when you get back here, instead of heading right to finish the level, you want to head left. You want to stomp this Koopa Troopa, just to get out of the way, and you want to duck for 6 seconds. Hurry it up, there we go. And you magically fall through the back of the level. So, yeah, there are a whole amount of possibilities with this. You can I think you can avoid enemies and everything. But after a while, you will go back to the foreground, so you want to hurry up with what you're doing. So, with that said, let's go ahead and continue with the level, and you can get hit. Alright. So just keep going, and you'll warp to this area.
One toot on this whistle will send you to a faraway land.
Toot. What does this item, you may ask? It's a whistle. Yep. And yes, this is a different file because this is my personal file that I've had ever since I got the game in 2004, I think? 2004, 2005, that general area. So, yeah. What does the whistle do? I'll show you. It warps you. It's a warp whistle. It takes you to World 9, where you can go to any level. Like any level. And what's cool is when you use a second whistle, right here, this will take you to World 9. But where do you end up? You end up in World 8. So you can effectively skip the rest of the game right here. But you need a second whistle. How do you get a second whistle? Well, I'll show you, just as soon as we get out of here. Okay, now that we're done with that, you may be asking, what's this little house right here? Are we going to invade someone's house and steal their belongings? Well, that is exactly what we're doing. This is called a toad house. You can get an item from one of these 3 treasure boxes. It could be a really useful item, or it could be a really bad item. In my case, I got a fire flower. Now, you may be asking, wow, that's a lot of items I can hold. How do I access them? What you want to do is press the L button, and if you want to use that item, you just press the A button. I won't be using it right now because I don't think I need to. So let's just go ahead and go to the next level. Level 4. And we have the introduction of scrolling levels. These are my least favorite levels in the game. You know why? Because this level doesn't have checkpoints. These levels don't have checkpoints. So if you die, which you probably will a lot, given the amount of death traps, and there goes the 1-up. You'll have to start all the way from the beginning. And it's not like this level is going very fast. This level takes around 1 to 2 minutes to beat. So you'll be here a while. But there is a cool little trick to do. If you can get a certain amount of rings in this level, you'll get a very special toad house, and I'm dead. First death of the LP, and we're only 11 minutes in. Wonderful. And when you die, you're taken back to the level you most recently completed. So, let's try that again, shall we? In fact, I'll just skip ahead to where I was. Alright, here we are again. Get this power-up mushroom, just in case. Get all these coins, because there actually is a neat reward if you can get a certain amount of coins. You break this block right here, you get a 1-up. It's very easy getting 1-ups in this game. This game is actually relatively easy, at least in the beginning. It can get a little tricky down the way. You want to break this block here and get these coins out of here. Alright, got those. I don't know if I'll be able to show off the secret you can get by getting a certain amount of coins, but I'd like to if I can, and I sent a Paragoomba mercilessly to its death. Paratroopa, sorry. Paratroopas are pretty much Koopa Troopas with wings. And if you notice, there have been red Koopa Troopas and red Koopa Troopas. The red ones are smart. They turn around when they get to a ledge. The green ones, they just fall off. Alright, we head through this pipe, and we have another boomerang bro right here. They're actually kind of simple to beat, and I say that I get hit. Wonderful. And we hit that flower, and we are done with the level. Unfortunately, I didn't get another star panel, but that's okay. Oh, and yep, I got the secret. That blue mushroom house right there. I believe that's called a white mushroom house? No. Well, I don't know what it's called. I'll put it on screen what it is, what it's really called. But if you go into it, you just have to walk onto it. You get a very special item.
Hello, you found my shop of strange and wonderful things.
This gives you a P-Wing. A P-Wing is pretty much a Tanuki Leaf, but with infinite flying capabilities. Because normally when you fly, you get tired after a little bit. but with a P-wing, you fly infinitely. Alright, now we have the instance of more or less compulsive gambling.
Line up the pictures and get a prize. You only get one try.
Alright, more or less compulsive gambling, except you don't gamble anything. What you have to do is press the A button when a certain tile comes up, and try and match them up. And I may just do it. Can I do it? I actually did it. I am horrible at this. I'm glad I got it on camera. And you notice for a split second it turned into a heart. And we'll get more into that a little later. But I think now we're going to go to the final level we'll do in this first episode. The fortress level. Every Mario game has a fortress in it, one way or another. You want to be careful of those fireballs. They jump out of almost random. They kind of have a pattern, but they will hurt. And had I not been small there, that item would have been a fire flower. I'll hopefully get to show it off. So let's avoid the nuclear waffles. Everyone calls them that. I think they have an official name. Oh, these are dry bones. You may be thinking, oh, they're dead for good. I could just, oh, nope, they come back. You want to be careful about that. They can come back at the most inopportune times, which has happened to me before. And we want to be careful in this room because there is a mashy spike plate on the ceiling. A very slow mashy spike plate. And you want to do here, you want to duck, just so you don't get stabbed by the spikes on the ceiling. Now you want to go through the store when it comes back up. And now we are at the boss of this first fortress. Not the boss of the main levels, not the boss of the main world, but the boss of the fortress. Meet Boom Boom. Yes, that is literally his name. And all he does is move around. He is a joke in this first level. All you have to do is jump on his head 3 times, get this question mark circle thing, and you are done. Very easy boss. And I forgot to mention that this... Oh, I can do one more thing before we finish off. Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and save it. There is one more thing we can do. You see that thing in the top right corner, that moving N square thing? That is a matching game, actually. You can get a lot of items, 1-ups, and coins from that, so I think we'll show that off. And something I forgot to mention, that fortress also has a secret exit, and I will be showing it off. So, let's check it out. When you're back in this area with the door, what you want to do is stomp the dry bones, head left while running, and fly upward and hold right until you can move. Then while you're at the far corner, or as far as you can run on the right, press up. You'll find a hidden door and the treasure chest that contains another whistle. This is how you can get to World 8 after beating this first castle, this first dungeon, or tower. So yeah, with that said, let's head back to our normal adventure. And now that we're back from that, let's go ahead and check out this thing. This will appear every time you get 80,000 points. So 80,000, 16,000, 24, no. What am I talking about? 80,000, 160,000, 240,000. These will show up. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Flip over any 2 cards and see if they match. Miss twice and you're out. You're out.
Something I like to do, even though I know it's not really fair, I like to pull up a guide for this puzzle. Because I like to get the most out of these. So, maybe if you're following along, maybe you have the same one as I do. So let's go ahead and check it out. Something I always do, I always check the first panel. Okay, so it's a flower, a fire flower to be exact. So I'm going to try this one down here, and it's 20 coins. So let's see if I can figure out which one it is. Alright, I figured it out. So I have to do this and this. That'll give me 20 coins and a 1-up, apparently. Just flip this and this. It'll give me a fire flower. This and this for a 1-up. This and this for a Starman. This and this for 10 coins. this, and this for another Starman. This and this for a mushroom, a super mushroom. This and this for another super mushroom. And this for another fire flower. And with that, we have cleared that first puzzle, and I think we've completed our first episode. So, next time on Let's Play Super Mario Advance 4, we will continue our trek through Grassland, maybe see what the enemy to the left is, and just maybe beat the level. I don't know. So, click the navigation toolbars on the top of the screen if you want to check out some other stuff. Like what am I talking about? The intro video, the playlist, and whatever video may be next. So, I'll see you next time.